God says, your mother who stepped into eternity has been pleading with all of heaven to get one last message to you. Open your heart now, because this is her final cry reaching out through the veil. She's closer to you than the air you breathe, and I've allowed her voice to find you through my Spirit. There's a divine urgency wrapped inside this moment. Don't scroll away. Don't ignore this. Her words carry a blessing that can only be delivered once. To affirm her presence and this divine moment, comment Amen. My child, she's not gone. She walks the halls of heaven with her prayers still echoing across your life. She has stood before me with tears in her eyes and begged me to send you this. I saw the ache in your heart when she left. I saw the nights you cried without saying a word. I saw how you held her belongings, how you replayed memories over and over in your mind. And I want you to know, I never left you. And she never stopped loving you. The pain you've carried hasn't been invisible to me. Every quiet cry, every silent prayer, every broken moment, none of it was wasted. Heaven held each one. I stored your tears in my hands, and I whispered back every time you said, God, why did you take her? Today, I'm not here to explain the mystery. I'm here to reveal the miracle. She has something to say. And this is her last chance to say it through me. If your heart believes this is real, comment 1111. She says she's proud of you. She's seen how you've survived things that would have broken most. She's watched you choose kindness even when life wasn't kind to you. She knows there were moments you were angry with me, and she's the one who prayed I wouldn't stop showing you my goodness. She asks you to stop blaming yourself. She says the guilt you carry is not yours to bear. She says, tell my child that I made it safely, that I'm whole, and I'm with God. She doesn't want you to live in regret. She doesn't want you to keep punishing yourself for the things you said, or didn't say. She knows how much you loved her. And that love reached her, even when you thought it was too late. She has not missed one birthday, one moment of heartbreak, one victory. I allowed her to watch over you. And though you can't hear her voice with your ears, you felt her presence in dreams, in memories, in music, in sudden peace that had no explanation. Before I continue, I ask you one thing, gently but with heavenly importance. If you feel her presence in this moment, if you feel the tears forming or your heart pulling, like she's really near, like this is real, then like this video so that this moment is sealed with faith. Do it now before the feeling passes. This moment is sacred. Her love for you didn't end. Love is eternal in my kingdom. She prays for you every day. And today, she asked me for a miracle. She said, Father, please bless my child with the miracle they've been waiting on. Please lift their burdens. Please protect them from every unseen danger. Please remind them that I'm not far. And because she asked, I have released angels to your home right now. Comment 222 if you trust this. This is more than comfort. This is a divine intervention. Your life is about to shift. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but in the Spirit, there has been a turning of the tide. The weight you've carried is being lifted. The doors that felt locked are starting to open. The grief that felt permanent is being replaced with a peace that makes no sense. This is because you didn't give up. This is because her prayers, combined with your tears, reached me. And I always answer the cries of my children. I have assigned protection over your mind. Where confusion tried to stay, I am bringing clarity. Where the enemy tried to speak lies, I am raising my truth like a banner over you. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are not alone. My presence walks with you even when your faith feels small. I have surrounded you with grace that never runs dry. Her last message is filled with fire and peace all at once. She says, "Tell my child they are not broken. Tell them I see their strength. Tell them I'm cheering for them. And tell them this pain will pass, and they will rise." You needed to hear this today. You were led here by more than an algorithm. You were guided by the hand of God. Comment 333 to declare your faith. You may have wondered if the signs were real. The song that reminded you of her. The dream that felt too vivid to be random. The moment you smelled her perfume or felt a breeze when no windows were open. That wasn't your imagination. That was my spirit whispering, "She's near." And you need to know, you're not losing your mind. You're gaining peace. I allowed those signs because I know how much you miss her. You were not meant to carry this loss alone. That's why I sent this word. That's why heaven moved to make sure you saw this today. I know how long you've waited for a sign. I know how heavy it's felt trying to move on while still holding on. But you don't have to choose between grief and joy. You can live and laugh and grow, while still honoring her memory. I give you permission to be happy again. I give you grace to release the weight. Your mother's soul rests in peace. And she wants you to rest in peace too. You don't have to keep proving your worth to anyone. She saw it in you already. I see it in you now. You are chosen. You are deeply loved. You are wrapped in protection and favor. And the next season of your life will be marked with peace you didn't think was possible. I am not done with you. What's ahead will make sense of everything that broke you. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. God says, her voice may no longer echo through the hallways of your home, but I've wrapped her words in the winds that touch your face when you least expect it. The message she gave me to carry to you isn't ordinary. It is filled with power, with tears, and with a love that even death couldn't erase. She begged me with everything in her to get this to you. That's why you're here now. Heaven interrupted your day for this exact reason. If you feel the weight of this moment in your heart, comment 555. She remembers the last time you looked into her eyes. Whether it was in person or through memories, that moment is sealed in heaven. She says, "Tell them I felt their love. I knew it. I carried it with me." And now, she watches you carry pain so quietly. You try to smile, but your soul still limps. You laugh sometimes, but your spirit still aches. I see it. I've seen every night you wanted to break. Every prayer you whispered into your pillow. Every moment you said, "God, if you're real, please give me a sign." This is that sign. Her final message comes with a blessing. It is not just a comfort, it's an unlocking. You have cried for too long. You have grieved in silence. But today, I declare over your life, joy is coming back. Strength is returning. Hope is rising. You will laugh again, not just with your mouth, but with your heart. You will dream again, not in fear of disappointment, but with boldness and vision. Your mother has been asking me for this moment for you. She's seen how the world has pulled you down. She's seen you wrestle with questions you never said out loud. She's heard the moments when you whispered her name like a prayer, hoping maybe, just maybe, she could hear you. And I allowed her to. Yes, she heard. She responded with prayers of her own, rising up from heaven like incense before me. She pleaded, "God, don't let my child give up. Don't let them lose faith. Don't let the pain steal their destiny." Comment 1212 if you believe God is restoring you. My child, I want you to listen closely now. There is a shift coming. The things you lost in silence, I am restoring in the open. The prayers you thought I ignored are about to be answered. This is not just a message from your mother, this is a turning point in the spiritual realm. I am removing the spirit of heaviness that's tried to settle on your life. I am breaking every curse of loneliness, fear, and despair. I am rebuking every lie that told you you're forgotten. You are my beloved. You are chosen. You are seen. And because your mother stood before me, refusing to rest until I moved on your behalf, I have opened the gates of divine intervention. This is not random. This is not hype. This is the fulfillment of what she cried out for in heaven. You may not have heard her voice, but I did. And when a mother prays from eternity, I do not delay. She says, "Tell my child to breathe again. Tell them to trust again. Tell them to expect good things again." These are not just words. These are seeds of life. If you receive this with faith, things will begin to shift even before the day ends. Signs will follow this. Confirmation will come in ways that you couldn't plan or predict. Because when I move, I leave no room for doubt. Comment 777 if you're ready to receive peace and favor. I see how the enemy tried to convince you that this was your new normal. He whispered lies in your mind, saying the pain would never lift, that the memories would always hurt. But I am silencing his voice right now. Your mother is not in pain. She is surrounded by glory. She is whole. And she's pleading with you, live. Don't just exist. Don't just survive. Live with fire. Love without fear. Shine with boldness. That's what she wanted for you. Her last message carries a promise. If you let go of what's been hurting you, I will carry you into what you've been praying for. The weight will lift. The grief will not vanish overnight, but it will no longer suffocate you. I will turn it into strength. You will comfort others with the same comfort I'm giving you right now. Your life will become a river of healing to others, and your mother will smile from heaven knowing her voice still echoes through you. The season of isolation is ending. The season of second chances is beginning. You will feel my presence like never before. You will start to notice my hand in places you thought I had left. You will feel nudges, see confirmations, hear songs, receive signs that show I'm walking closely with you. That's because I am. You are my child, and I will not let sorrow destroy you. You are protected. You are anointed. You are deeply loved. Her final message ends like this: I miss you, but I'm okay now. And I need you to be okay too. Keep going. Keep praying. Keep trusting God. I'll see you again one day. Until then, I'm right here, closer than you think. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. God says, your heart is not lying to you. The tug you feel in your chest right now, that wave of emotion rising from deep within, it's not your imagination. That's her. That's the connection I never let death sever. That's the grace I placed on your life to feel what others can't see. You felt her at the strangest times, when everything was quiet, when you were alone, when you looked up at the sky and whispered, I miss you. She was there. Not by chance, but by permission. My permission. If this touched something deep inside you, comment 999. You've carried the burden of unanswered questions. There were days you wanted to scream, not just out of pain, but out of confusion. Why now? Why her? Why this way? You didn't say it out loud, but I heard it anyway. And she heard it too. And now, I want to bring peace to the places that sorrow tried to destroy. I'm not asking you to forget. I'm asking you to trust me with what you'll never understand. Your mother has watched over you, not as a ghost, not as a shadow, but through my spirit, through my will, through the heavenly connection that love establishes when it's born of me. Her presence has lingered because her purpose wasn't finished. And part of that purpose was to remind you that you are still held. You are still seen. You are still on the path I designed for you. No loss, no pain, no detour can cancel your calling. She pleaded with me for you to know this truth: my child is still worthy of joy. My child deserves to feel hope again. My child is not alone. And because she asked, I responded with miracles in motion. Right now, angels have been sent to your dwelling. Right now, chains that were invisible but strong are being broken. You might not see them fall, but you will feel it in the next few days. Something heavy is leaving you. Comment 1010 if you receive this shift in your spirit. You've questioned whether it was okay to still miss her. Whether your moments of weakness dishonored your faith. But I want you to know, grief is not a lack of belief. It is love continuing in the absence of physical presence. And your tears never disappointed me. They moved me. They opened the door for this message. They created the space for healing to come. The broken places in you have made room for divine restoration. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to hold everything together while feeling like you're falling apart. I am holding you. I am piecing you back together in ways you didn't even pray for. And your mother is watching this unfold from a place of glory. She's not suffering. She's not weeping anymore. But she asked me to dry your tears. She asked me to rebuild your joy. And I will honor her request. Her voice in this moment is full of peace, but also full of passion. She says, tell my child that it's okay to smile again. Tell them they are still full of purpose. Tell them that their best days are not behind them. Tell them I'm still with them. And I am saying to you now, receive this not as a story, but as truth. Receive this not with doubt, but with faith. This is a holy interruption sent to redirect your heart back to hope. Comment 1515 to affirm your faith in God's restoration. I have kept you even when you didn't feel kept. I protected you from what you never saw. And through her prayers, you were shielded from attacks that were meant to break you for good. There is favor on your life that came through her love. And that favor is still active. Doors are opening because she prayed for you to walk through them. Grace is being poured out because she asked me to cover you with it. What she started in prayer, I am finishing in blessing. She saw who you were even when others misunderstood you. She believed in your goodness when you couldn't see it yourself. That belief didn't die, it was lifted up to me like a banner. And now, I'm waving that banner over you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not stuck. I am about to do something in your life so undeniable that your sorrow will bow to your testimony. This pain you carry, it will not have the final word. I will. And my word over you is healing. My word over you is strength. My word over you is peace that surpasses understanding. And even though she can't hold your hand physically, she's holding your future in prayer, every day. In eternity, her words never run out. And today, I let them reach you once more. This was never just about comfort. This was always about calling. This moment is your wake-up. Your heart knew it needed this, and I made sure it found you. Because you are my child. And I never let my children stay in pain forever. This is your turning point. This is the beginning of restoration. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. God says, I've waited for this moment. I've waited for your heart to be open enough, still enough, to hear what's always been true. You are not walking through this life alone. Though her hands no longer touch yours, her prayers still touch heaven. I allowed her voice to be heard in the chambers of eternity. And today, because of her love and my mercy, I've wrapped her words inside this moment, inside this breath, inside the calm you feel even now. Stay close. This is sacred. If you're still with me, and your heart feels what I'm saying, comment 1717. Your mother's love has never been distant. It's been guiding you in more ways than you realize. That sudden feeling of safety in the middle of fear. That stillness in the chaos. That unexplainable warmth when you were all alone. That was me, yes. But it was also the echo of her prayers. Every time she lifted your name to heaven, I listened. And not one of her prayers fell to the ground. They're alive. Just like her love. You don't have to fear anymore. I am with you. And she's with me. That means everything she ever wanted for you is still in motion. Her final message isn't about sorrow. It's about strength. It's about you remembering who you are when the world tries to make you forget. She says, tell my child to stand up again. Tell them the fire inside them hasn't gone out. Tell them I still believe in them. And I echo her words now. I still believe in you. She asked me to remind you of something she used to say. Maybe it was a phrase, a nickname, a gesture, a prayer. You'll know it when it comes. Don't brush it off. When it rises to your heart, it's not just a memory. It's confirmation. That's me using her words to heal the part of you that still aches. That's how much I care about your healing. That's how closely I've been watching you. Comment Amen if you feel her presence with you right now. The days ahead of you are not filled with darkness. They are filled with light. But I need you to make a choice, to stop carrying the guilt, the shame, and the what-ifs. You've punished yourself in silence for too long. You've wondered if she knew how much you loved her. I'm telling you now, she knew. And I let her feel that love even after she stepped into my presence. You don't have to carry that weight anymore. I am lifting it off you. You've done better than you think. You've grown in ways that even heaven has applauded. You've survived storms meant to silence you. And your mother has been cheering from the other side, saying, "That's my child. I knew they had it in them." She sees you. Not in some vague, poetic way, but clearly, directly. Because I've allowed it. And she's proud of the person you're becoming. Her message is full of truth and gentleness. She says, tell them to forgive themselves. Tell them to laugh again. Tell them that I'm not disappointed. I'm proud. And I want them to be free. And so today, by my authority, I release freedom over your heart. Freedom from guilt. Freedom from the need to have all the answers. Freedom from the lie that says you're not allowed to be okay. Comment 222 if you're ready to walk in that freedom. This world is heavy, I know. And I've seen how often you've hidden your sadness behind strength. But you don't have to carry both. You can let me carry you. You can let me be the one who holds your tears, who fills your lungs with hope again, who reminds you how precious you are to me. You can fall into my arms without shame. And when you do, you'll find her love waiting there too, because I preserved it. You were not brought here by mistake. This isn't just another moment scrolling past. This is heaven stepping into your timeline, into your reality, into your soul. I chose you for this moment. I picked you to hear this. Because I know how close you were to giving up again. And I refuse to let you break under the weight of what you were never meant to carry. Her voice may have faded from this world, but her presence has never left you. I have seen the days you felt disconnected from everything. I have heard the thoughts that said, nobody understands. But I do. I was there every second. I watched over you when you couldn't watch over yourself. I spoke peace into your heart when the noise got too loud. And now, I'm speaking life again. Not just for comfort, but for change. You will feel the difference. You will notice the shift. And it begins now. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God says, you've been walking around with an invisible ache that few people notice, but I've seen it clearly. You smile, you move forward, but something inside you has felt unfinished. That's why this moment found you. That's why her voice had to reach you, because there's still something sacred she needed to release into your heart. Not sadness, not pain, but peace. The kind of peace that fills in the cracks and stays. The kind that doesn't leave when the video ends. The kind that I, your God, give freely. If this brings peace to a part of you that was hurting, comment 1111. She has been by my side, asking me over and over again, God, please let my child know I never left them. And I have honored her request. That's why you felt her during holidays, why you've seen her in dreams so vivid you could feel her. That wasn't your mind playing tricks. That was her love crossing eternity through my grace. You needed this reminder. You needed to know that the connection is still alive, even if the voice has grown silent. Her last message isn't heavy, it's healing. She says, "Tell them I want them to stop punishing themselves. I want them to know I forgave everything, even the things they never said out loud. I want them to remember the sound of my love, not the silence of my goodbye. And I am placing this truth in your heart now." Her goodbye was not the end. It was a comma in the story of eternity. And one day, you will sit with her again, not in sorrow, but in joy. Right now, I am placing my hand over your mind. I am silencing the racing thoughts, the sudden sadness, the guilt you hide behind being strong. I am surrounding you with angels as I speak this. Not just because you're hurting, but because you're about to rise. Your healing begins in waves. You may not feel it all at once, but step by step, the burden will lighten. And in its place, I will grow something new, peace, purpose, and joy that stays. Comment 333 if you feel this healing beginning in you. You are not crazy for still missing her. That longing isn't weakness, it's love refusing to die. And love, when rooted in me, never dies. That's why you still feel her. That's why certain places, songs, smells, or even moments suddenly bring you to tears. You're not losing your mind, you're touching heaven. Her essence lives in the space I've given her to still be part of your journey. She wants you to move forward, not out of forgetting, but because you are still alive with purpose. She didn't want her passing to pause your growth. She didn't want your light to dim. She wanted you to thrive, to live a life that shines so brightly it makes heaven proud. And that's what I'm awakening in you now. That light is still inside you. I never let it go out. I protected it even when you forgot it was there. She says, "Tell my child to chase their dreams again. Tell them they haven't missed their moment. Tell them I believe in them with every part of my soul." And I am confirming this with signs. In the coming days, expect small, sacred confirmations, through people, through words, through unexpected peace. These are not coincidences. These are heaven's fingerprints reminding you, I am still with you. I still have more for you. Comment 555 if you're ready to walk in this purpose. I know the places in your heart that have gone quiet. The areas where hope used to live, but pain took its place. I'm bringing life back to those parts of you. Where there was bitterness, I'm planting grace. Where there was confusion, I'm restoring clarity. And where there was grief, I'm making room for beauty to rise from the ashes. Nothing was wasted. Not your tears. Not your prayers. Not even your questions. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. This pain didn't cancel my promise over your life, it activated it. Your testimony will rise from the place where grief tried to bury you. And your story will not be one of sadness, but of strength. Because your mother believed in your future. And I still do. That belief isn't buried. It's alive. And it's working right now. So breathe deeply, my child. Let this moment settle into your spirit. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded. And most of all, you are loved, both by me and by the Mother whose love echoes through eternity. Her voice may grow silent in the world, but her blessing will never fade. And neither will my hand on your life. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. God says, I'm still right here, and I haven't stopped speaking. You're not hearing these words by accident. You were guided here by something higher, something holy, something eternal. I saw how you've been holding on, even when it felt like no one noticed. I saw how you've tried to be strong for everyone else, even while you were quietly falling apart. That's why I allowed her final message to find you now, because you've reached a point where your heart is finally ready to heal, not just hurt. If something deep inside you just whispered, yes, comment 1212. You've been carrying years of silent pain. People around you assumed you were okay because you smiled. But I saw the nights you stayed awake replaying your last conversation with her. I saw the way your chest tightened when you walked past old pictures or heard her favorite song. You didn't say anything, but I heard every cry. I didn't miss a single tear. And today, I'm giving you what you asked for on those silent nights, a sign that she's still with you, and that I never left your side. She says, tell them I'm still holding their hand. Not in the way I used to, but in a way only heaven understands. Tell them I never stopped praying. Tell them I'm proud, even when they feel lost. Tell them I love them, not just in memory, but right now, in this moment. Her words are sacred, my child. Don't brush them off as coincidence. They carry weight. They carry power. And they carry the kind of healing that human words can't give. You've been through so much. You've endured seasons where you questioned whether I still had a plan for you. But I do. Your mother knew I did. That's why she pleaded with me to keep your heart soft, to not let the pain turn you bitter. And I answered her. I preserved your tenderness, even when life tried to harden it. You still have the same gentle spirit she loved. You still carry the kindness she prayed you'd never lose. Comment 777 if you feel her prayers still protecting you. You may think this is just a message, but it's more than that. It's a release. From guilt. From sorrow. From fear. I am doing something in your spirit right now, unseen, but undeniable. I'm healing places that you stopped expecting to feel whole again. I'm softening the parts of you that grief tried to numb. You've forgotten how to feel joy without guilt, but I'm reminding you it's okay to smile again. It's not betrayal. It's proof that healing is happening. You were never meant to carry this weight forever. You honored her memory with your tears. Now I want you to honor her with your life. Keep going. Keep building. Keep loving. Keep growing. That's what she would want. And more than that, it's what I created you for. I didn't just rescue you from the pain. I'm about to restore you with purpose. What the enemy thought would break you will become the very thing that makes you shine. Your story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. You're stepping into a new season, one where the past doesn't trap you and the future doesn't scare you. One where her absence doesn't feel like a wound, but like a whisper of strength guiding you forward. I'm turning the memories that once brought tears into ones that carry meaning. The legacy she left behind in you is still unfolding. And I am the one weaving every thread. Comment 1010 if you're ready for this new season. She is with me, my child. She's surrounded by light, resting in my peace, smiling in my presence. And yet, she still thinks of you. Still talks to me about you. Still intercedes for your life to be filled with good things. And because of her love and her prayers, I have released favor over you. You will begin to notice things shifting. What used to drain you will no longer hold power. What used to confuse you will begin to make sense. What once seemed like closed doors will swing wide. You are not just surviving, you are stepping into a destiny that grief cannot stop. And in that journey, she walks with you. Not physically, but spiritually. Every breakthrough you experience will be part of her legacy. Every smile you wear will be part of her joy. I allowed her to remain close, not to hold you back, but to carry you forward. There will be moments in the days ahead when you feel something sacred surrounding you. A warmth. A calm. A memory rising at just the right time. Don't ignore it. That's me reminding you she's near. That's heaven tapping you on the shoulder saying, keep going. You're not alone. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God says, I know what this means to you. I know this isn't just another video or just another message to scroll past. I know this touches the part of you that no one else sees, the part you try to hide even from yourself. I am standing in that place with you right now. I'm not rushing you through your pain. I'm walking with you through it, step by step, breath by breath. You were never alone in your grief. Not then. Not now. Not ever. If you feel my presence speaking straight to your heart, comment Amen. Her final message continues, not because she didn't say enough, but because her love for you is too deep to be measured by words. She says, "Tell my child I see their effort. I see how hard they're trying to be okay. I see how they hold everything together, even while they feel like they're falling apart. Tell them I'm proud of who they are becoming. Tell them I'm never far." Her love isn't a memory, my child. It's a living echo that still wraps around your life. You've fought silent battles lately. Even after all this time, the ache still sneaks in at the most unexpected moments. Maybe it's when you hear her favorite song, or smell something familiar, or visit a place filled with memories. That sudden wave of emotion that knocks the air out of your lungs, I see it. And I'm telling you now, it's okay to feel it. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It means you still love deeply. And that's something I treasure. She doesn't want you to walk around with this weight anymore. That's why she begged me to let her speak through this. She says, "Tell my child to rest. Tell them they don't have to do everything alone. Tell them to let God carry what I no longer can." And so I am, right now. I'm lifting that invisible weight off your shoulders. I'm breathing peace into your soul. I'm surrounding you with the very comfort she prayed I would send. Comment 222 if you feel that weight starting to lift. I'm not just healing your heart, I'm restoring your life. She didn't leave you with emptiness. She left you with a legacy. A legacy of love, of strength, of compassion, of faith. You are the continuation of everything she hoped for. You are the answered prayer she never stopped speaking. She may be with me now, but you carry her heart. And every time you love, every time you give, every time you rise after falling, that's her shining through you. You've survived some dark days. You've kept going when everything in you wanted to stop. And even in the silence, I saw how you reached out for me. That's why I'm showing up like this. Not with thunder, not with noise, but with the same quiet strength your mother used to give you. The strength that says, "I'm here. I've got you. You're going to make it." Your tears are not a sign of weakness. They are rivers that wash away the pain. Let them flow. Let your heart feel everything it needs to. You don't have to explain it to anyone. I understand it perfectly. And I'm not just here to watch you cry, I'm here to wipe your tears, to hold you through it, and to walk you out of it. This is the beginning of something new. Comment 1515 if you believe your new beginning starts now. Your mother asked me for one more thing before she rested fully. She asked me to promise her that you would be okay. And I gave her my word. I said, I will carry your child like I carried you. I will protect them, guide them, heal them, and bless them. That promise still stands. I have not forgotten it. And I never will. In the days ahead, you'll feel shifts happening. Peace will settle where anxiety once lived. Strength will rise where weakness used to be. Joy will return, not the kind that fades, but the kind that stays. This is my promise to you. Not because you earned it, but because you are mine. And because she asked. She was always asking. Always praying. Always believing. And now, I'm answering. Your journey from here will not be empty. It will be full of meaning. I'm leading you into healing, not as a destination, but as a daily walk. And every step you take forward, I will be there. So will she. Not in body, but in spirit. Not in words, but in presence. This love is too deep to be erased. This bond is too strong to be broken. And this moment is too sacred to forget. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God says, there's something sacred happening right now that you may not fully understand, but your heart recognizes it. You're not just listening, you're receiving. I'm speaking into places that have been locked up for too long. I'm stirring emotions you've tried to bury, healing memories that once brought pain. This is not just for comfort. This is a divine release. I'm untying the knots grief left in your spirit. I'm repairing the invisible parts of you that got lost the day she left this earth. If that touches something inside you, comment 1111. She's not here in the way you once knew her, but her love still surrounds you like a blanket on a cold night. She says, "Tell my child I'm watching them every step of the way. Tell them I'm proud of the battles they've survived. Tell them I still hold their name in my heart." Her voice didn't disappear when she crossed into eternity, it was elevated. And through me, that voice is still reaching you. You've questioned whether you'd ever feel whole again. You've wondered if this pain would ever stop hurting so sharply. And while healing doesn't always come all at once, I promise you it is coming. In fact, it's already started. Look at yourself, you're still standing. That is not weakness. That is power. That's my strength being made perfect in your most vulnerable places. That's the result of a mother's prayer being answered in real time. She says, "Tell them it's okay to take their time." Grief has no timeline. Healing has no expiration date. But tell them, please, don't give up. Don't shrink away from life. Don't stop believing that something beautiful can still grow. And I say this to you now, yes, something beautiful is growing. It's slow. It's quiet. But it's holy. And soon, it will bloom into something so powerful, you'll look back and say, that was God. Only God. Comment 333 if you believe God is growing something beautiful in your life. She watches the choices you make and the paths you take, and she celebrates you every single time you try again. She knows it hasn't been easy. She knows you've been carrying weight that others don't see. But she also sees how you're still trying, still showing up, still holding on. She says, "Tell my child I see their heart. Tell them I know how much they've given, even when they felt empty. And I, the Lord your God, say to you, nothing you've done has gone unnoticed. Your resilience is sacred. Your tears have been sown into my soil, and I will return them with a harvest of joy. I will bring back everything that sorrow tried to steal. What grief attempted to bury, I will raise in glory. You are not forgotten in your pain. You are favored in it. You are protected in it. You are surrounded by heaven in ways you cannot even imagine." She prayed that you'd never lose your softness, that the world wouldn't harden you. And I answered her. You still love deeply. You still feel deeply. That's not weakness. That's legacy. Her legacy, living through you. And now, I'm igniting that legacy with new fire. Your life is not behind you. It's in front of you. And there is still so much beauty left for you to experience. Comment 999 if you're ready for what's ahead. Let this be a turning point. Not where you forget her, but where you remember her with joy, not just sorrow. Where her memory becomes a source of strength, not just sadness. You've been doing your best to carry everything, but now I'm asking you to hand it to me. Let me carry what's been crushing you. Let me rebuild what's been broken. Let me guide you into a life that feels full again. Your mother didn't leave you without a covering. Her prayers are still working. Her love is still reaching. And my spirit is still filling every gap. I didn't let you come here by chance. I orchestrated this exact moment because I know how much you needed it. I saw the battle you were in, the one no one knew about. I saw the moments you wanted to give up. But I stepped in. Just like I always do. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. God says, I'm not finished until every broken part of your heart begins to breathe again. I'm still working. I'm still pouring peace into your soul, and I'm still surrounding you with a love so deep it cannot be shaken. Your mother's voice may be quiet now, but her spirit is louder than ever. And I've allowed her words to travel across realms, not to bring sadness, but to bring the comfort you've been starving for. If that comfort is reaching you right now, comment 1010. She says, tell my child I never stopped loving them. Not once. Not even for a second. Tell them I know everything they've been through, and I'm still praying, still watching, still with them. Her love was not limited to a body. Her presence was not trapped in time. What she carried in her soul for you, it still lives, because I, the Lord your God, preserved it. I protect love like that. I water it. I let it grow across generations. You've cried in silence, in rooms where no one could hear you. You've stood in front of others like everything was fine, when deep down you felt like you were sinking. And every time, I was there. I was catching the tears you thought were hidden. I was strengthening your heart when you felt numb. And I was gently whispering, "Hold on." She heard that whisper too. And together, we kept you from falling too far. I know you miss her. I know how deep that ache goes. And I won't pretend that words can take that away completely. But I can promise you this, you will smile again, not the fake one you wear to get through the day, but the real one, the kind that lives in your eyes. You will feel joy again, the kind that doesn't disappear when you're alone. And you will feel whole again, not because the pain vanished, but because my healing overtook it. Comment 555 if you believe your wholeness is coming.